What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So it is big boy boring service day today. I'm going to be servicing the Crown, I'm going to be servicing the Supra. It's just oil changes, nothing crazy, but the Supra I do have to do a little bit of fixing. I forgot to put it in the other video, but my oil pressure sensor on the aftermarket gauge is actually faulty. I damaged it and it looks like this. So I went and bought a new one and I'm going to be installing this today, but to install this it has to be empty of oil. So I figure let's do an oil change on it. It's been a while since I've done one. I haven't done a lot of kilometers, but a bit of time's gone past, so I'll just do it now anyway. And I've got to do the Crown as well because it has come due as well. Now, when I went to Supercheap the other day, side note, I didn't know about this, but apparently Supercheap do price matching. That's a thing. So I did that because Autobahn had a sale on. Now, while I was there, I got this. So this is the oil I run in the Supra. I run the exact same in the Crown, and I got an extra one for the new engine. I'm not going to tell you guys what the new engine is, but this can give you a clue. I'll give you one more clue, and that's this. Oil filter for the Crown, oil filter for the Supra, oil filter for the new engine. So as you can see, they're all the exact same. If you want to have a little Google and see what engines take those filters, you can narrow it down a little bit. That is all I'm going to say on the subject. I'm still trying to get it shipped over. As soon as it's shipped over, we're going to be doing a big service on that. I'm going to do timing belt, I'm going to do new plugs, new oil, all that kind of stuff. I'm also going to do the oil on the new gearbox and a valve body, all that kind of stuff. But that's going to be in the future, hopefully near future, because we're just trying to get it across. Apparently there's some shipping issues from Perth at the moment, so we'll deal with that. But for today, let's jump on the Supra first. You guys have seen me do the Crown. Very simple oil change. Oil filter, drop the oil, new filter, new oil. Basic. Pretty much same with the Supra, but I haven't shown you guys obviously locations of things and blah, 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 blah. So let's jump over to there, do an oil change, a filter change, and fix this oil pressure sensor so my gauge is actually reading correctly. Alright, so you guys have seen me do a service on this before. I've done the big service and I've done an oil change. This is just going to be a quick oil change. So the 3UZ takes, I think it's 5.4 litres. So I got a 6 litre of the Penrite, fully synthetic 1040. I know it says to run a 530. I like running 1040s in my cars. Australia is a bit hotter than Japan. I run the same in the Supra and I run the same in what's going to be the next engine. So let's see how quickly I can do this. I'm gonna time lapse you guys. Let's jump in, change the oil, change the filter. So obviously what I'm gonna do, jack the car up, sun plug out, come up to the top, then take the oil cap off. I like the suction of the oil cap and everything kind of stops the oil flowing out all over your hand as much. I'm still getting covered in oil, whatever. Then I'll come up the top, take that off, let it drain all the way out. When it starts dribbling a little bit, then I'll get under and take the oil filter off, swap it over to the new one, sun plug back in, fill it back up. Then I'll start the car, let it run up to temperature, turn it back off, wait a little while, set and check the oil, make sure it's all at 100%. Once that's done, that one's out, then the Supra's in. Let's jump in and do it. I'm gonna check the dipstick, make sure it's pretty much full from what it can see. Then I'll start it, get the engine, get all the oil all around the engine warmed up. Turn it back off, let it settle again, see exactly where it is, get it to exactly full. We're done. So yeah, 15 minutes, done, easy. All right, I'll finish this off camera because it's boring. Then we'll bring the Supra in, do the same on that. Also fix that oil pressure sensor. But also, one more thing we have to do is I've got an engine stamp for the new engine, so I need to build that. So we're gonna do some little magic, get that thing built too. So, let's finish this, get the Supra inside. All right, so the crown was super easy. Oil filter, done, she's finished. Now, Supra's gonna be a little bit more full on, mainly because the crown is really easy to service. The Supra, not as easy. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, now mine is obviously a little bit different to others. I have these beauty plates that I've made, so that's 2 bolts, and I can take that out, which I need to get out because as you can see there, that's the oil filter. So it's in a terrible spot, underneath, above, whatever, it sucks to get to. It's fine because I know how to get to it. I have to take this off and then you just kind of reach your arm down that way, take it out. Annoyingly, that is exactly where the pressure sensor is, the oil pressure sensor. It's on the side of that. So I'm gonna have to reach down, take that out as well. All good. Apart from that, it's kind of easy. Jack the car up from this side, passenger side, same as the crown. Sump plugs over there. Bob's your uncle. Rip it off, put it on, new oil. Done. So let's do another little time lapse. Hopefully it doesn't take as long, but you'll see what I mean. The previous one was like bam. This one, not so bam. So let's jump into it. Alright, so here's the old sensor. See how the 2 terminals are a bit bent in, whereas these ones are perfectly straight. Previously, I damaged this. I can't remember how I damaged it, but it got damaged. And after that, it was always reading really low. So I think something in here has been damaged. So obviously, brand newy, looks like it's the exact same one. Let's chuck it in and hope that this fixes it. Alright, so the servicing's done, all happy with that, Supra's all done. Unfortunately, that sensor didn't work. I don't know why. It's confusing because, from my knowledge, it's just a resistor. And the more pressure that goes through, it kind of moves the resistor. More resistance means it reads higher on the gauge. Now, at 0, the old one was reading like 12 ohms. The new one's reading 8. I'm assuming that it goes from like 12 to maybe 13 ohms. And the reason that I'm reading nothing is because that's at 8 ohms and it might go 8 to 9 ohms. So I'm not getting a reading. That sucks. But instead of worrying about that, I am going to build this engine stand. So with a little bit of editing magic, let's turn that box into an engine stand. Done. All sorted. So engine stand's done, Supra's done, crown's done. I did jump on eBay, bought another one of the gauges because I just got the whole thing. I know I can buy that again. It's the exact same gauge with a new sensor, new gauge, new wiring, all that kind of stuff. It's actually, the power wiring's easy because it's daisy chained across the 3 on my carbon fiber mount. And then like pulling the cable in and out is gonna be easy. I'll just, you know, connect the draw wire to one side, pull it all the way through, pull it back again, chuck it in. And to be honest, it's just like the best way, because then I know all that's new, all that's gonna work, and I will re-Sikaflex the new gauge into that mount. It's fine, I'll just get behind it with a blade, cut it out, all good, slide it out, slide the new one in, done. So then we know it's all sorted. So thankfully this is ready, because when the engine gets here, it comes on a truck with a forklift, and I don't have a forklift. So I need him to kind of fork the engine over, and then I'll put this on the back of the engine, maybe put the whole stand on the back of the forklift, and then, you know what I mean? Like use that as a lift. But for today's video, that is it. Car serviced, engine stand done, and new gauge and a sensor on the way for the Supra to fix that. So guys, I hope you enjoyed. If you do, like, subscribe, hang around, see what the new engine is, see us fix that in the future. I'm gonna do a little video just like, you know, tidying up the last little things on the Supra. I got one coming for the Beamer because we've got all those things that we're fixing, and then big things of changing the engine and the gearbox. So guys, I'll see y'all in the next one. See you guys.